Inside the 2026 Mercedes Zetros 6x6, the most insane luxury machine ever built for the wild. Today, I'm taking you on a complete cinematic tour of this beast, in a very special and rare, Shrooms Silver color. Just close your eyes, listen carefully, and imagine every detail, because this is a voiceover-only journey, like you're standing right next to this monster in the middle of nowhere. First, picture this scene. You're in a remote, rocky landscape. The ground is uneven, cracked, and dusty. The sky is dramatic, with dark clouds rolling across the horizon like a storm is about to hit. Suddenly, in the middle of this wild terrain, you see it, the 2026 Mercedes Zetros 6x6, standing tall like a king of the off-road world. The first thing that grabs your eyes is the color. This is not just any silver. This is Shrooms Silver, a unique, futuristic metallic silver with a psychedelic twist. When the light hits it, you don't just see basic reflection. You see subtle tones, like mushroom-inspired pearlescent highlights, shifting softly across the body. A hint of violet here, a warm champagne tone there, all mixed inside the silver. It looks alive, almost like the paint is breathing with the environment around it. You walk closer towards the front of the truck. The Zetros is huge. The hood line is high, the grille is massive, and that iconic Mercedes-Benz three-pointed star sits proudly in the center. The front grille is bold and industrial, with strong horizontal slats designed not just for looks, but for serious airflow and cooling in extreme conditions. Around the grille, the heavy-duty bumper is built like armor. It's a thick steel front bumper with an integrated winch, recovery points, and skid plates underneath to protect all the vital components. The headlights are full LED units, razor-sharp in design. When they light up, they give the truck a cold, focused stare, like a wild animal watching its prey. Above the windshield, there's a powerful LED light bar mounted on the roof, ready to turn pitch black nights into daylight at the press of a button. The reflections dancing on the Shrooms silver paint around the front end make the truck look like a futuristic sci-fi vehicle that just teleported into the real world. The tires are enormous. Each wheel is wrapped in aggressive all-terrain rubber with deep, chunky tread blocks, ready to claw through mud, sand, rock, or snow without mercy. The rims are beadlock style, built to hold the tire even at very low pressure during extreme off-roading. Behind the wheels, you can see the lifted suspension, robust springs, heavy-duty dampers, and reinforced components that scream durability and strength. The stance of the Zetros 6x6 is wide and confident, like it owns the land it stands on. You move to the right side of the truck now. From this angle, the full 6x6 layout becomes visible. 3 axles, 6 massive wheels, a long, muscular body stretching from the front cabin to the rear cargo section. The Shrooms silver paint stays consistent across every panel, smooth, glossy, and super clean, but with that special pearlescent effect that makes it look different from every other silver truck you've ever seen. Along the side, you see rugged side steps that make it easier to climb into the high cabin. There's a snorkel running up one side of the A-pillar, ready to feed clean air to the engine when the truck is wading through deep water or kicking up dust clouds. On the roof, there's a sturdy roof rack holding expedition gear, jerry cans, storage boxes, traction boards, and more. The windows are slightly tinted, giving the truck a classy yet mysterious presence. The body lines of the Zetros are not about being delicate or soft. They're boxy, strong, and functional. The doors are tall, the glass area is commanding, and the mirrors are large, giving the driver a powerful view of the surroundings. Even the shadow of the truck on the rocky ground looks intimidating. Now you walk to the left side. You take a few steps back to capture the entire profile from a different angle. The left side reveals more of the suspension geometry, the long wheelbase, and the way the frame is engineered to handle extreme loads and rough terrain. You see the fuel tank, the exhaust routing, and the chunky wheel arches that wrap around those massive tires. The Shrooms silver color once again plays with the light. On one side of the truck, you see cooler tones, bluish and metallic. On another area, you see warmer hues reflecting from the sunset. This paint makes the Zetros look like a piece of digital art rendered in real life. The combination of harsh off-road design and elegant reflective paint is what makes this build truly insane. Now, imagine we switch to an upper or top-down view, almost like you're flying a drone or standing on a cliff above the truck. From up here, the Zetros 6x6 looks like a military-grade machine repurposed for ultimate luxury adventure. You see the full roof rack layout, spare tire, gear boxes, maybe even a small rooftop tent or storage crates strapped in securely. The LED light bar stretches across the front edge of the roof like a sharp line. You can clearly see all three axles from above, lined up perfectly under the chassis. The long wheelbase chassis gives it unmatched stability in rough terrain. Below, the ground is uneven, rocks of different sizes, dust patches, and faint tracks from the truck's massive tires leading up to where it's now parked. The shadows cast by the truck, the roof rack, and the wheels stretch out over the landscape, adding drama to the scene. From this angle, the Shrooms silver paint still shines. The roof catches the light differently from the sides, giving a more matte reflection, while the sides reflect the horizon and terrain. It looks like a high-end render in an off-road video game, but you know it's something that could exist and conquer the real world. Now, it's time to step inside. You walk up the side step, grab the strong door handle, and open the door. The outside world, rough, wild, and dusty, fades for a moment, and you enter a completely different universe, the ultra-luxury interior of the 2026 Mercedes Zetros 6x6. The first thing you feel is the quality. The seats are wrapped in premium leather with diamond stitching. The leather feels thick and soft at the same time, like a high-end luxury sedan, not a hardcore truck. The color scheme inside subtly reflects the Shrooms silver theme from the exterior. The main leather might be in a dark tone, like black or deep charcoal, but the stitching, trims, and ambient glow bring in silver and pearlescent accents that connect the interior with the outside paint. In front of you, there's a modern digital instrument cluster displaying speed, off-road data, navigation, engine information, and more in crisp, high-resolution graphics. In the center of the dashboard, there's a large touchscreen infotainment system, loaded with navigation, cameras, driving modes, media, and connectivity features. You can switch between 2-axle, 3-axle engagement, differential locks, traction modes, and terrain setups with a few simple taps and buttons. The steering wheel is chunky and functional, with a strong grip, multifunction controls, and a Mercedes logo in the center. Around the cabin, you see a mix of aluminum, carbon fiber, and soft-touch materials. The air vents are neatly integrated. The center console has robust switches that feel mechanical and solid, giving you the confidence that this truck is built to handle extreme use, not just city driving. Ambient lighting flows gently around the door panels, dashboard edges, and footwells. It's subtle, elegant, and customizable. Imagine a soft silver or light purple glow that matches the Shrooms silver exterior vibe, making the cabin feel futuristic and cozy, especially at night. Look up, and you might see a large overhead console with storage spaces, controls for lights, and maybe switches for additional off-road equipment like winch control, extra lights, or air suspension adjustments. The windshield is wide and tall, giving you a commanding view of the outside terrain. Through the glass, you can see the rocky landscape, distant mountains, and the harsh world outside, but from inside, you're seated in comfort and absolute control. In the rear of the cabin, there might be more luxury seating, space for passengers, or even a customized lounge area depending on the build. Think reclining seats, armrests, cup holders, maybe even a fridge or cooler box for long expeditions. This is not just a truck, it's a rolling luxury suite designed to reach places where normal cars don't even dream of going. Now, imagine starting the engine. You press the start button. The engine wakes up with a deep, powerful rumble. It's not deafening, but you can feel the strength. The whole chassis seems ready to move mountains. The instrument cluster comes alive, the screens light up, and the ambient lights dim slightly for a more focused driving environment. You put the truck into gear. Slowly, the Zetros 6x6 begins to crawl forward over the rocks. From the outside, you can visualize the suspension flexing, each wheel independently dealing with the terrain, the tires gripping every surface. The Shrooms silver body glides gracefully over harsh land, looking like a piece of luxury art, but moving like a professional off-road tool. From the front view, the Zetros looks unstoppable. From the side views, it looks perfectly engineered. From the top view, it looks like a commander in the middle of a battlefield. From the inside, it feels like a private jet cabin on wheels, secure, premium, and full of technology. This combination is what makes the 2026 Mercedes Zetros 6x6 especially in this unique Shrooms Silver color, one of the most insane luxury off-road machines you can imagine. It's not just about power, or luxury, or looks. It's about all of them together, perfectly blended into one unbelievable package. You're not just driving a truck. You're commanding a six-wheeled luxury fortress, painted in a color that bends light, built to go where the road ends, and designed to make every inch of the journey feel special. This is the ultimate fusion of off-road capability and high-end luxury, and stepping out of it feels like leaving a different world behind. That was your complete visual and emotional tour of the 2026 Mercedes Zetros 6x6 in Shrooms Silver, from front, right, left, upper, and deep into the interior, as if you were actually there, seeing and feeling every detail with your own eyes.